here this afternoon with Shawnee State first-year head coach Michael Hunter. Coach Hunter just starting off, season 0-2, but lost both games by a combined 7 points, and showed a lot of growth here in the second game, especially in the terms of playing more physical. Challenged a couple of your guys, and they definitely responded. So I know there's some things you got to work on, but have to be pleased with what you've seen growth-wise just here in the first couple weeks of the season.
Yeah, from game 1 to game 2, I definitely told the guys I was proud of the coaching they accepted. We didn't have a scrimmage prior to the first game, so that was kind of just our first chance of playing somebody else and getting to see this guy might be here when your teammates have been here the whole preseason. So that was kind of a toss-up. We needed to do a lot better shooting-wise, but defense, we were right there, held them to 61 points. And then in game 2, I think our offense came along a little bit better, but we're not in a moral victory, so we still have to do a lot of growing and a lot more coaching and a lot more acceptance of the coaches.
You've got Georgetown coming in tomorrow, and obviously they're kind of like Bethel was Saturday. They're a perennial powerhouse, a consistent team that you'll find in the NAIA national tournament making deep runs, and if not winning at all. So definitely a game that you mentioned in terms of, especially from the last game, free throw shooting and offensive rebounding, or defensive rebounding, boxing out, going to be definitely priorities against the Georgetown team that's very much an up and down team, scored over 100 points twice, and a team that can really make you pay for your mistakes.
Yeah, we should kind of check on the guy that did the scheduling. Scheduling these games back to back. That's me. So yeah, like I told you before, just trying to get some tough contests just to try to get better as we move along.
Right.
And it might not all come together at first, but these are the games we're going to need to play if you really want to make a run at the national tournament and make it through a tough RSC conference. Georgetown track meet, honestly. They have a lot of length and athletic players, so it'll be a similar test as this past Saturday, and we just have to be prepared for what's going to be thrown at us. So good game plan. We just have to carry it out the whole game. And I don't think we did that on Saturday, but we'll be looking forward to making some progress and doing that on this coming Tuesday.
Playing teams, you mentioned wanting to challenge yourself because you want to accelerate the learning curve for your guys, and I think that's great. That's what helps you, like you said, get to the national tournament and make those appearances a regular thing. And I think one guy that's definitely, probably ahead of the curve in terms of, where he's at, even being a River State's conference town, is Keith Germain. He's really played very well, especially last game, had 24 points and 12 rebounds. So definitely a guy that's been really, really good for you early.
Yeah, Keith is a unique situation, as in, a few years back I was a junior college head coach, and Keith started out with me, and then he came to St. Mary's with me, and he just kind of, Coach, you're not leaving me here by myself. So he wanted to come to Shawnee State. So it's rare that a player, you spend 5 years with him at 3 different schools. So Keith's been great. He's come a long way from his freshman year when I had him. He's just a tough cover at this point. He's one of the better players in the conference in the country. So I think he'll keep it up, doing what he's doing. But we just have to want it more, and it's going to be a tough physical game. I mean, over the years, Georgetown, they used to beat up on us, and then now we've kind of made it, even fight and won some games the last few years, and we're looking at trying to continue to do the same type of thing. So.
You've done a great job, with depth-wise. You run about 9 or 10 guys consistently over the first 3 games, counting the exhibition against Morehead State. Has to feel good, getting those guys early reps. Definitely going to be guys that are going to be needed later on in the year as you go through those tough wars in conference play.
Yeah, you have a lot of different reasons from game to game why a certain player might not be there, either play-wise, or it could be, injuries, knock on wood. But we kind of have the next man up mentality, and these guys are getting not always large minutes, but minutes nonetheless that will help them get the reps and be ready for when it's their time to man up and get in the game and handle their business.
How do you feel yourself, going into obviously you have experience coaching in the Cave, but being able to go into your first home game as head coach and it be your program that you are running, at the top level, having that.
It's really exciting. I mean, when they gave me the word that I got the job, that was one of the first things I could think about was getting back to the Cave. This was a special place for me, and I'm excited to be back, but that first one in the Cave is going to be, I wish I could get a jersey and go out there myself, but obviously I can't. I probably injure myself first play of the game. I'm just trying to get the guys to understand what this game means, honestly, and what it means for the Cave at Shawnee State as a program, but just a local rival, Old River State's, Mid-South rival, and it's a big. All games are big. This one's bigger, so just instilling that in them, and I'm really ready to go. I think they are too.